And this is what it's supposed to look like when you're done. You should try to get the edges as much as you can, but don't go overboard, because if you put too close to the edges, it will ooze out, which usually happens anyway. But so we're done with this one, and now we're going to roll this up. You should roll it this way, because if you roll it this way, it will just be smaller and way more than you want. So take the front and roll it as tightly as possible, so you get the most breading, and you don't want air in between it, because that just doesn't taste good. And if you really, no, okay, so just keep rolling. That wasn't as tight as it could be. And you get a nice little tube like this. See how I was saying how the edges are always like this? How, like, go down? Well, even when I smoothed it out, it still goes like that. So you want about 6 to 8 rolls per tube. So you get about 12 to 16 rolls. So you cut it in half, and then you see how many you got from there. You should cut it in fast little strips like this, so that it makes a clean cut. This is what the inside looks like. It is, see how it's spirally, taking the form of cinnamon rolls. So now, I think I'm going to do 4. So I'm going to cut this in half again. And then just keep cutting in half. You can also do it back and forth sawing way, but that sometimes messes it up because you have to hold it. Just other ways to do it. You really need sharp knives, they're the best. Because if you don't have a sharp knife, it just pulls the dough, and you don't want ugly looking cinnamon rolls. So I'm going to do this with this one. Cut it in half. You can make marks if you want. So you can mark where you're going to cut so that you don't make any mistakes. You cut like this. Because this knife is not particularly sharp. So, now this is a big one, an example of a big one. This is going to grow bigger. Each row of dough in the middle is going to get fatter and everything, so these are going to get pretty big. When I'm done with these, I'm going to put them in my pans that I oiled up before. Put them face up, or inside up, so that when they expand out towards the inside of the pan. Okay, I got 8 out of this one, which is my goal. So, and I'm going to try to get 8 out of the next one. So, my next half, sprinkle a little more. Problem with the spread is that you don't want to get it on the rolling surface, because then you'll get it on the outside of the next piece, and that's just not ideal. Keep rolling. Again, if it folds over, just take it out. You don't want to keep rolling over the folded over part, because it just gets fatter. Not as good. So I should put some flour on here. Flour is a neat, necessary part of this. Should definitely be 12 inches. You can move the dough if you want to. You don't have to. It's just more comfortable for me. So this is now looking like a square more. I'm going to spread it out this way. If you have a nice amount of room like this, you can turn around the corner of the counter or something, but you don't have to. Now you may be asking why this does not look like a rectangle at all. well, I'm going to fix that and fold this over and roll over it in small little ways. So it's all one thickness, and it looks pretty much like a rectangle to me. Just make sure that it's all the same thickness, because you don't want any strange spots. Perfect. Now, I'm going to finish off this in my bowl. This comes off the walls of it very easily, so you don't need much scraping. This one might get a little bit more spread because it's kind of hard to judge how much is half. But if that happens, you'll just get, it'll have more flavor, and the stuff may ooze out a bit, but it just caramelizes and is really good. So it's really a win-win situation. It's not.